Can you? Okay, good. I realize I've got other problems going on, and that's why I'm in here testing. YouTube has added stuff to the chat that is just a pain in the butt. And that's why I'm in here, to try to get things to make sure that come Saturday morning, everything will be okay. And maybe I can do things. What is that? You're gonna have to tell me. I think I was around here when you said that. The crown thing in chat. Yeah, that's telling you the top fans. That's what I was talking about. It's just horse crap. I don't need to see that crap, and if I could turn it off, I would. Oh, and I see other things going on now, but... All right, get your mouse over here. Yeah, that's just saying that you're the top fan, and you know now you're the only fan, but you know that's okay. Maybe I'll go around and gather up iron, but I know we've got. Yeah, it's suddenly so important that they want you to know who your top fan is, but there are other things about this that they won't fix, which is just crazy. Just what I was looking for. Iron. Yeah, thank you. With all the issues they have with YouTube, that's what they spend their time on. You're 100% right. And with all the other stuff we've got going on, and I'm going to put out foundation grids. Right, bumper to show. Okie dokie. Nobody ever said YouTube knew their backside from a hole in the ground. But yeah, I'd seen other people had got that. I was hopeful that since I was smaller, it would leave me alone. And now, I think I'm going to gather up a bunch of cobalt, and I'm going to build some windows. And I gotta say, Country Lady and Big Dave did a fine job setting up the inventory. See if there's any more iron coming out of that drill. Probably not. Well, maybe. That says perimeter 250. Heat pressure production time is 43 seconds. So you get an iron every 43 seconds. Well, that's good to know. And the one thing that you said that you couldn't hear me, that was the one thing I told myself I needed to check when I got in here, and I didn't. Even though it's telling me that YouTube is not receiving enough video to have a smooth stream, I'm watching it and it's beautiful, so I don't know. Does it look okay to you? How to make your 2x2 biolab into a 3x3. That worked. Or you can't hear me. It looks great to me. It looks great to me too. Thank you for being here. I hope you're having a somewhat better day. Let's see, what jetpack do I have? I have a tier 4 jetpack, so what would tier 5 be? Okay, I have a tier 4. 2 tier 2 rocket engines. Explosive powder. One of those large quartz. 3 of those. I know there was quartz around here somewhere. I have to, oh my Lord, I was worried about us not having enough of those. I think I'm going to quit worrying. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, I figured I would be on here a short time this morning. Like I said, to do some testing and make sure OBS was still working, and I'm glad I did, because you coming in and saying I can't hear you is what I needed. Do we have explosive powder? Well, there's those 2. I'm sorry that it was as short as it was, but it worked out. Pretty much by the time I got back to bed, the wife took the dog out. She come crawling into bed. I was watching a YouTube video with the sound on, and it never even so much as seemed to bother her. She was out. 2 sulfur and an iridium. The iridium we've got. I don't know whether we've got the sulfur. Fresh food. Okay, that's good. Yoldi fertilizer. Yeah, there's something about something other than work, you know. does that say I don't have the right? Good morning, Amp. Running around all willy-nilly here in the background, keeping your stream up, trying to finish up life stuffs. And I'm just doing a little bit of testing. I usually don't stream on Wednesdays because I upgraded a bunch of stuff to upgraded my Windows version and all kinds of stuff. And spent about 2.5 hours making sure the controller still worked yesterday, and played a little last night and did not turn on OBS, and so I said I need to turn on OBS and make sure this all works. I've got enough stuff on me. What? I've got to do that first. Well, that's crazy, and that requires an bag all this stuff. It was a heck of a thought, but I'm still flying, so. Amp, we know about life stuffs. Which reminds me, my redemptions are not working. I will add that to the darn list. Do you need help troubleshooting your redemptions? Be more than happy to pack up what I'm doing here and go help. Because this is not all that serious. Okay, where did I miss the cobalt? I knew it was around there somewhere. I haven't honestly even tried yet. I forgot about 2 seconds after Dragon Lord told me. What were we talking about? I think I can get it though. We'll see. I understand that. If you decide you need somebody to jump in there and send redemptions one right after the other, I'm your man. I would be more than happy to help. Okay, let's unpin that piece of thing. And that means the world. Oh, good. What is a tier 3 drill cost? Osmium rod, super alloy rod, and a titanium. I did need something out of there. But I could have got it in that one too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Amp, you've helped me out in so many ways, so many niggling different things, and I did try to make that Dancing Dave short and couldn't do it. I'll either figure it out or what's up there is good enough. One of the two. It doesn't matter. Okay, come on. Iridium rod. I knew I was missing something. And then 3 titanium. I know that Country Lady who helped set all this up is going, no, the titanium's back there. Amp, how do you feel about this top fans icon BS. I can tell you that I'm not excited about it, and Country Lady was like, "What's this?" And she's not wrong. I'm going to go back here and nab this gold chest. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it neither. I need it like I need a hole in my head. But I think it sets per stream so the chattiest chatters get highlighted and make it most of the goal to get accomplished. But it also is making your chat a competition. Yeah. Well, I try to remember to turn my chats off after we get it, after I live stream, I'm done. And if we talked about something in chat or there's something in chat, yeah, they should at least give you the option to turn it off. And I didn't look in YouTube Studio enough to know whether there was an option. I didn't even know it was going to happen until I turned all this on. It was just like, ah. I saw Mitz and Sully had that in their last stream. Wow. So it just popped up like that, or did you turn it on? It just popped up like that. I wouldn't have known how to have turned it on to save my life. And if I go back in there and I could turn it off, I'm going to, because just because. That 600% seed is just going to sit there because I just don't feel like messing with it. Ugh, gotcha. Yeah. Send a wire to the main office, tell him I said, ow. Send a wire, main office, tell him I said, ow. Gotcha. Yeah. If you know what movie that comes from, you get extra points. What else could I go to that would benefit us come Saturday? What else? I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, for the fun of it, I'll go get enough water and enough food. That's algae. I can't eat algae. Well, I've got enough water now that I look at it. Don't be a lazy ass. Go put them in the container they're supposed to be in. Hi, Darlene. I'm just having an impromptu test session. However, I'm playing at the same time, so, you know. This is probably not going to run all the way through to 9:30. Oh, you're looking in the wrong one for food, you idiot. It only hurts when I use it to think. I think I'm going to go over here in the aluminum field. Don't mess up the organization. Well, no, I was going to dump it in just a random dump chest. And then it was like, no, don't be a lazy ass. People have spent their time, set this stuff up, use it like it's supposed to be used. Well, Darlene, we will have you in our prayers and hope everything that goes right. And I was going to say, I thought that you were having eye surgery. You said the 3rd and the 10th? Most of those on the newer planets you can get into. 3rd and the 10th. Okay. Ooh, something you don't see when you first play this game. I'm not going to stream tomorrow or Friday. I have to take Bella to Tennessee and need to get things packed and spend the day with her before we drive up. I understand that. Depending upon what I'm doing Friday, that might make me go longer than I usually do. Ooh, there's a cosmic quartz. Woohoo! Oh, I just sorted it. I meant to grab it. Lady says I'm off Friday. Whew. Hope your eye surgery goes well. We will be thinking of you. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, when I developed floaters in my eyes, they looked at me and said, if your retina detaches, we're going to go to surgery. And I went, oh, Lord. I can count the number of times I've been surgerized on one hand. And wouldn't look forward to it, but if you or Dave want to string my slots, have at it. I'll let Big Dave know also. We prefer either you doing it. If y'all want some random person trying trying to fill the void. Yeah, I understand that. Um, Sometimes on Fridays that turns into a grandkids' day, and we go to Austin. But hey, I better build a habitat because I'm fixing to suffocate. I appreciate that, Amp. You're all that in a bag of chips. Do I want to? No, I'm full as a tick. Fly back from whence you came. I can go this way too. Family first always. Absolutely. Think. That's not the one. I believe this is the one. I'm going to splatter your stream in my Discord, so if you decide to go over, you at least get regular viewers here. Somebody already got that. You don't have to splatter this one. Please don't, because all I was doing was a little bit of testing. I'll probably be off of here at like 9-ish. But, you know, every little bit I'm in the game, it helps it progress. We got tired of waiting on Selenia to progress, so that's why we moved here. And we came much better prepared. It really worked out pretty good. And I just wanted to make sure OBS worked and things like this. I knew the game would work. Tested that last night. That's why I was on from 8 to 9. I want to get the solar screen up. Solar quartz, magnetar quartz, and silicone. Well, I better figure out what I'm doing with all this stuff I got. Let's sort here. Go. I don't have any magnesium. Cobalt silicone. I'm going to need one of those, so I've got to keep 2. I need both of those titaniums. Oh, and that's full. All right, now I can build what I'm trying to build. Amp, I hope you have a good trip. Let's see here. T2 magnetic field protection rocket. We can make T2 here. Now I know what I need to do if I play Saturday. More organization. Yeah, well, that's true. However, I expect you to go celebrate your anniversary. You don't stay with somebody for 29 years and, that's something to be celebrated since you didn't do it last weekend. It's a really important help boost your generation of and okay, why is it that I can't get back out of this? Okay, that. Amp, I just looked in your Discord, and your hair looks lovely. Picture of the cat with the bad hair. Alrighty. Okay, that can go off. We're just going to eat. We won't leave until after lunch anyway. May go and look around Barnes and Noble as well as World Market. Yep, I understand that. I will say on a personal note, I was married 1 month shy of 13 years the first time. And, I did not treat her good. I was not a good person. I was the world's worst ass. And everybody says, "Oh, don't talk about yourself like that." No, I'm fessing up to what I was. Confession is good for the soul, and we didn't treat each other worth a damn. And I even told my son that. I said I was not good to your mom, and she did not deserve the way I treated her because I was wrong. Food, seeds, extra seeds. There we go. And the 25 years of my second marriage to Randy has been wonderful. It started off kind of rough. I mean, anytime you're throwing two households together, and even though Christopher was the only kid that lived with us, we still had to deal with her daughters and things like this. And I'm tickled to death that we have 25 years being married, and come January of this next year, if we both make it that far, we'll have 26. And that we got married in the year 2000 makes it very easy to know how many years you've been married. So, I'll give my son-in-law a heck of a lot of credit. Him and my daughter, or stepdaughter, got married on leap year. And I said, anniversary once every 4 years is pure genius. Wish I'd have thought of it. think I'm going to take a battery since we have 3 of them. And I am going to go. It's not in there. Oh, we got 4 of them. Heck yeah. And I'm not going to worry about that. Our order came and I had to go get groceries put away. Much, but back now. Hey, Walmart's important. We went to the store yesterday because we were running out of stuff. We don't do delivery, Amp. We have. We just didn't care much for it, and it's one of those things that we typically go early on a weekday because there's less people, but we looked at each other and went, we're running out of stuff and we got to go get stuff. And so we went, and it was 1:30, and good grief, it was just stupid with people. It was a whole lot more people-y than I wanted to be involved with. Thank you, Amp. Come on. It's the first of the month before a holiday weekend, so I bet it was packed. Yeah, my wife said, "Is it a holiday?" I said, "Well, 4th of July," but I said, you know, my introvert self has only been to this Walmart like 4 times the entire time I've lived here, and one of those was to meet country lady in the parking lot. I get that. I don't need that, and I don't want that. I do want that fuse, though, and that solar quartz, and that, and that. I bet I've got a bunch of iron from deconstructing stuff. And that would be the truth. I avoid Walmart as much as I can. I hate grocery shopping there. I'd much rather go to Kroger's. Well, there's 2 grocery stores here in the town that I live in. One is H-E-B, which is a local Texas thing, and the other one is Walmart, and that's pretty much it. I mean, there's more than one store in the whole town, but you know, and it's raining in game. Let's see. I'm going to have to get my backside in gear because I'm running out of oxygen. And I'll have to go down there when I come back. Kroger's, but they don't deliver here. One thing I missed from South Carolina was Publix. They had an exceptional store. It's only raining a little bit. Do I have enough time to go around through the sulfur field? I can pick up some sulfur, but gosh, I don't have a lot of room. Yes, I could pick sulfur up from off the ground, but wish I had the stuff for transporters to all these. That would be, well, I also considered making drones too. Yeah, here I am, full as a tick, still trying to be a loot goblin. Country lady, it's not just you. Now, Amp, I understand what you're saying about being 45 minutes away. This is the first time I've ever lived inside the city limits of any place, and it's been different, quite convenient, I might say. Hold on here. What in the world is a drone station? Osmium rod and a super alloy rod and a fusion cell. We've got the osmium. Let's throw. You mean I don't have any iron on me? No, not a bit. Well, there ain't no room in there neither. I'm going to have to do a dump here. Now I'm going to get 3 iron, and I'm going to make a sulfur locker. Star groceries from local grocery. It's just more convenient and sometimes cheaper, yeah. Now, I have 2 corner stores that I can walk to from my house, and I don't usually fuse. Fuses. Excellent. Fertilizer. Oh, I saw a fabric back here too. Fabric. always walk to the corner store to get ice cream. Yep. SULFUR. Go back up here and grab looks like that I just put up is going to be pulsar quartz because there's just a whole lot of it. Perfect. As I have said more than once, I keep ice cream around the house all the time. PULSAR. And I can't half spell. It's one thing that gets me about my old brains. Be looking right at the right letter and type the one next to it wrong. Salted caramel is my favorite, although we did peanut butter cup the last time I went to the store. I went to the store without Randy while she was in Portland, and buttered pecan or mint chocolate chip for me. I like mint chocolate chip too. Why, hell, if somebody put ice cream in front of me, I wouldn't complain. Gotta get serious and get ready. Hugs for you all and see you later. Amp, you be good. And I hope you have a lovely stream. And I didn't mean for that to sound like you were talking to your urologist, but you know, sometimes it happens. And I hope you laugh. I have to say, I love making people laugh. That's a highlight of my day. Bye, Amp. Bye. Oh. And there she goes, the Nanner Queen. And I'm going to be on here for, about another 5 minutes or so. Let's see. What exoskeleton do I have? Tier 3. Also like the stream, or else what? I'm not liking my own stream. You can't make me. Oh. Knuckle sandwich. Why I oughta. We're 15% toward Flora. Yeah, you know you love me. It's just like a toothache. 16 TTI on Humble, 2 TTI on Selenia, and 276 MTI. I'm gone for real now. Bye. Yeah, don't let the door hit you or the good Lord split you. And I think, yeah, I'm a little bit lost. I don't need to be drinking water from there, but I was going to. I'm in wait mode currently, waiting on the mail, waiting on news from our IT guy about a firewall, and waiting on a report. Yeah, your IT guy about the firewall? I used to be that guy. And it was fun until, you know, we actually had something attack our network one time and knock a firewall down. 6,000 people across the state couldn't work. That was not a good day. All right, let's see. I've already had coffee. I've already walked 2,000 steps this morning. I've got an acupuncture appointment. And I've live streamed and talked to you beautiful people. Not a bad day so far. And be that as it may, I think this is where I am going to leave it. Finally figured out how to get to that screen with the controller. All right, any parting words? You better do them now. Oh. However, one bad thing, I have one shoulder that feels like somebody's got a knitting needle right in the joint of it, which is, yeah, you know, more fun than I care to talk about. All right, then. I appreciate you guys being here more than you know. And thank you for helping me do some testing, Country Lady, both last night and today. You were invaluable, especially when you popped on this morning and went, I can't hear you. That was the kind of stuff I needed to hear. I didn't expect an update to redo all of my settings in OBS, but it did. So, all right, you guys have a good day. Don't work hard. See ya. Darlene, we're praying for you for your eye surgery. Hope everything goes well. Keep us posted. Thanks a bunch.